You've put in the work, you've saved your money, and now you're ready to trade grey British skies for a life in Thailand. But there's a catch, and honestly most people don't see it coming until it's too late. On June 2, 2026, the UK Pensions Minister confirmed something that changes the math for every British retiree considering Thailand. Your state pension, once you move here, it gets frozen forever. No inflation increases, no triple lock. Year after year, your income stays the same, while everything around you gets more expensive. Over 20 years, that freeze doesn't just nibble at your retirement, it erases more than £80,000 in lost income. Let's get into it. So here's what actually happened. Pensions Minister Torsten Bell responded to a parliamentary question, and his answer, posted to Hansard, confirmed that the frozen pension policy isn't going anywhere. The government's priority, in his words, is pensioners residing in the UK. Now this isn't a new policy, the frozen pension rule has been around since 1955. But here's what changed. The triple lock just pushed the full new state pension to £241.30 a week. That's £12,547 a year as of April 2026. And as that number climbs for pensioners in the UK, in Spain, in France, in the US, the gap between what they get and what a Thailand retiree gets widens every single year. The system works like this. There are two lists: countries where your UK pension gets annual increases, that's most of the EU, the United States, the Philippines, and a handful of others. And countries where it doesn't, that's Thailand, Canada, New Zealand, South Africa, and most of the Commonwealth. No reciprocal social security agreement, no increases. Simple as that. And here's the part that genuinely surprised me when I was digging into this. Let's break this down with real numbers. A typical UK pensioner in Thailand has two income streams: their state pension and any private pension they've built up. The state pension is the largest chunk for most people, around £1,100 a month, or roughly 47,000 baht. If you retire in the UK, Spain, or the US, that £1,100 grows every year under the triple lock. At an average increase of 3 to 4% per year, here's what happens after 5 years. Your £1,100 becomes roughly £1,340. But if you're in Thailand, it stays at £1,100 forever. So after year 1, you're £44 a month behind. Feels manageable. Year 3, you're £134 a month behind. A bit annoying. Year 5, £240 a month, or about 9,000 baht. That's a real dent. At a conservative 3% annual increase, the unfrozen pension hits about £1,812 a month by year 20. The frozen one, still £1,100. That gap, £712 a month, multiplied over 2 decades, is north of £85,000. And that's if inflation stays at 3%. If it spikes, which it has repeatedly, that number gets much, much worse. One Reddit user on Our Thailand calculated it for a Thai baht perspective. Over just 5 years, the lost income totals roughly 330,000 baht. That's nearly a full year of modest living expenses in somewhere like Chiang Mai or Hua Hin. Let's be real, that is not a small number. There's a subgroup of UK pensioners who have it even worse. The ASEAN Now Forum confirmed this. Some expats who moved to Thailand decades ago are receiving as little as £20 a week. £20. That's because their pension was frozen at the rate from the 1990s or 80s, and it has never moved since. The current full state pension is £241.30 a week. That's more than 12 times higher. Campaigners from the End Frozen Pensions group, and I'll link more on them below, estimate that 86% of affected pensioners were never told their pension would be frozen before they left the UK. They made the biggest financial decision of their lives with incomplete information. And here's where it gets even more complicated for Thailand specifically. Thailand requires proof of income for a retirement visa, either 800,000 baht in a Thai bank account or 65,000 baht monthly income, or a combination of the two. At today's exchange rate, £1,100 is about 47,000 baht. That means even a full state pension alone doesn't hit the 65,000 baht monthly threshold for the retirement visa based on income alone. You need extra private pension, savings, investments. Now here's the squeeze. Your pension is frozen, but the visa income requirement, it can change. The cost of living in Thailand, it definitely changes. The exchange rate, that's a wild card every single month. A Reddit user broke it down bluntly. If the pound weakens and your frozen pension drops to 42,000 baht equivalent, you're now further from the visa threshold than the day you arrived. Meanwhile, a pensioner in Spain just got their annual increase and barely noticed. So which of these is actually the best play? Let's look at what real expats are saying right now. The Reddit Thailand thread on this has blown up 77 comments in under 18 hours, and the reactions tell you everything. One user laid out what he called the Philippines workaround. Here's how it works. If you're receiving a frozen pension in Thailand and you move to the Philippines, which is an uprated country, your pension jumps to the current UK rate. Then if you move back to Thailand, it stays at that higher level. It freezes again from that point, but you've reset the clock. One commenter called it a freezer run, and that got 10 upvotes. People are literally planning relocation strategies around this. Another user, Ozide from Australia, put it in perspective. I'm Australian and we can't get an Australian pension living in Thailand. I'd love to get one, even unindexed. And then there's the emotional weight. The ICNL forum has commenters saying things like, I paid into the system for 30 years, same as anyone in the UK, and this is patently immoral. These aren't people complaining about minor adjustments. This is a fundamental fairness question that the UK government has acknowledged exists and chosen not to fix. The minister's statement said the government continues to prioritize pensioners residing in the UK. That's the official position. It's not changing soon. So here's the honest, no sugarcoating answer. If you're a UK pensioner who's already living in Thailand on a frozen pension, you need to run your numbers. Check how far behind you are, look at the Philippines workaround if you're open to a temporary move, and make sure your private pension can absorb the gap that's only going to grow. If you're still in the UK planning your move, go in with your eyes open, budget as if your state pension will never increase. Because under current policy, it won't. If you need £2,000 a month to live comfortably, don't budget £1,100 from state pension and assume the rest gets easier over time. It gets harder. If you're not a UK citizen, this may not directly affect you, but pay attention to what your own country's pension rules say about overseas payments. Australia already has restrictions. Other countries are tightening too. Thailand itself is exploring tax changes for foreign income. The landscape is shifting. The harsh truth? Thailand can still be an incredible place to retire. The lifestyle, the food, the culture, the healthcare, it's genuinely world-class value, but the financial math is more complicated than most people admit, and the frozen pension policy turns a comfortable retirement into a tight one faster than most retirees expect. So the question now, is Thailand still on your list after seeing these numbers, or does this change the calculation for you? I'm also curious, if you're already here on a frozen UK pension, what's your reality? Are you making it work? Did you know about the freeze before you moved? Drop a comment below. And if you're still researching the real cost of retiring in Thailand, I just published a full breakdown running the actual numbers on what it costs line by line. I'll put that link in the description and on screen right now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next.